Hey everyone, how's it going? Five Finger Shuffle back here with another video. Today we are going to do some arena because, well, ignore that. We haven't done arena since rush hour yesterday. But we're going to do arena because we are up to a ridiculously long win streak. If we take a look here, we have 96 consecutive wins. I want to basically show you guys, I hear a lot about struggles in arena, and I know the meta is changing. We currently, this past week, finished rank 7, and the week before we finished rank 11. This win streak actually spans back to that rush hour from 2 weeks ago. Right before that rush, or wait, the initial push for this started that before then. Somewhere right after that, we got up to 75 wins and we lost one. We lost to Shogren here, who happens to be on our revenge list. So what we're going to do is we are going to revenge these bottom 3 people here, who are the 3 highest ranked on our revenge list. But we're going to go backward so that we finish with Shogren. Because basically that will mean that in the last 176 fights, we've only lost 1, and it was to him. We did revenge him at the time, and we beat him since then, but he was the one defense that sort of gave us trouble. But I thought it would be fitting to give him a shout out, to let him know that he's the only person we lost to over the course of the last 2+ weeks and 176 matches, but also because he is the one that we lost to, for him to be the one that we used to hit that 100 win streak mark. Basically what that means is that every day we clear our revenge list, and when we go into our attack list, we attack every single person on the list. We don't skip anybody, because if you refresh the list and skip everybody, it will reset your win streak. So we basically have attacked every single person in the game, no matter who they are, whether they're in our guild or not. We avoided people in our guild during rush hour, but we went back and attacked them both weeks. So let's just jump right into this. It was a little bit of a long-winded intro. Ooh, Dank's in there now. Maybe we'll include a Dank as well. Let's see. We'll pick the hardest 2 out of these 2. That one, Dank, Bob. Yeah, I think these bottom 2 are going to be the hardest, and then we'll attack... Actually, if we're at 96, we can attack all 4. So, let's start with 8 Ball. There we go. We'll jump right into it. We'll do all 4 of these people. We got attacked apparently right in there. I wanted to record this video actually during stream last night, but didn't. So that's why it's a little late coming out. I was hoping to do it when we were still high rank, but at least our revenge list still reflects that we're facing all top 30 players. So basically what we're doing is we're bringing 3 units that can stun. We're bringing immunity, and we're bringing Stella, the water astromancer. So, and then we're just focusing on the violet every time, and that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy complicated. This one is taking actually a lot longer than I expected. We may have to switch over, although they're going in line now anyway, so it shouldn't matter. Been a little unlucky that we haven't got the stun lock that we needed. There we go. So normally this is like a 20 to 25 second fight. We just didn't get the despair stun, or the despair stuns, the dazzling stuns that we needed. So again, same thing. We just come in, we focus the violet, and because we have immunity, we don't have any issues with anyone getting stunned. The basilisk here, Camille, has a stun as well as a defense break, so that's where that defense break is coming from. And then everyone knows Violet. Everyone uses her on in Blitz. She's also not too bad in arena offense. Actually, Lokachick was... I was using the Diva, and Lokachick was in stream, and she recommended using Violet here, and I sort of objected to it, but then I was like, you know, if she does Legendary Mortal Wounds and a stun, then maybe we don't need the super long stun of the Diva. Maybe we can try it. So we tried it out, and long story short, I haven't switched it since, and it's worked quite well. And then, of course, so she's the second stun on the team, plus the heal block. And then the Greater Demon, who A, has the pull skill, and B, has a stun as well. So all three of them stun, which, when you come down to it, will then allow the Astromancer to ignore defense. So that's why I have so many stuns in there, is because if the unit is stunned when the Astromancer uses her ultimate, then she will just blow up the competition, quite literally. This defense can be a little annoying just because of the water AA. Because if the water AA gets up his invulnerability right before you go to use your nuke skill from the Astromancer, then you're kind of screwed. Because you'll do it right into the invulnerability shield, and then you have to wait for it to cycle all the way back around again before you can use it. Alright, so there we go. Oops, I thought he was dead already. So that's Dank. That's win number 98. We need 2 more to hit a 100 game win streak. I just thought this would be fun. I will show you guys the gear after. I know I always forget to show you guys, but I thought it would be fun to show you guys basically the easiest way to beat the current meta. We've gone through every list. We've gone through all of Epic Gaming relatively easily. Really only a couple of matches that were a little bit risky. Alright, so we'll do Bobmon as win number 99, and then we'll finish with Shogun at win number 100. This is always a little risky doing it live. I'm honestly a little nervous, because I was like, man, if we get to 99 and we lose on number 100, I'm going to be so mad. I'm not too worried about this one. That's why. Violet just exploded. And there's really nothing they can do about it. But that Shogun defense, the one time he beat us, he gave us a real little trouble there. We beat him actually the first fight, and then he beat us the next 2. And then we did it again right away and we won, but it was I was a little upset when we lost our 75 game win streak that time. So we did get our revenge already, but I figure at least this way we give him a shout out and we kind of cement our revenge. We'll probably come back actually after, and just so everybody doesn't think we're skipping anybody, we'll probably finish up our PvP energy. We do have 10 of them when we started this, so we can run through all 10 just to show you guys some other options. Maybe we'll run through some of the epic people on my main list. Alright, and last one, we are at 99 wins. You can see at the top there, 99 wins in a row. Shogun, I'm sorry for calling you out like this, but again, we did give you the credit you deserve. To be the only one in 176 matches is pretty crazy. But this is basically the same defense as Dank's. The Violet, Magic Girl, and AA is just a little scary sometimes. It's if things don't time out right, you're in trouble. All right. So the Violet blew up that time. So now there's really nothing to worry about in match 1. It's really about timing the ultimate. We could potentially manual this, but again, where's the fun in that? Who has time to manual? So again, all right, so we got this one relatively easy. So that is it. Win number 100. Like I said, we will go back and do some others just for fun, so you guys can see some of the other defenses. The meta will be changing in the next week or two with this upcoming update. I don't know if you guys heard or not, but there's a lot of interesting stuff coming up. We got buffs coming to the Ink Ninjas. We got buffs coming to the Monkey Kings. We got buffs coming to the 3 inferior Archangels. We have 4 new champions incoming as well. Apparently one of them is a vampire. I don't know much else, but that's pretty crazy that we got all that coming in one patch. We also have expanded storage, thank goodness. We really need that. As well as some stability issues being fixed in 5v5, which is nice. All right, let's see what happens when we click over to 100, if it still keeps track of our win streak. Hopefully it does. Oops. We don't need to revenge. Let's come down here, and we'll go through the harder people at the bottom. All right, D-subs first. Yeah, so it says 100 there, right at the top. And then once we're done our PvP energy, we will jump into the gear, and that'll be it for today. As soon as I'm done this video, I'm just going to upload it, and then we're going to be jumping up on to stream. So if you're watching this video within the first 7 hours of it being released, when you're done watching it, jump over to Twitch and say hi. We will be live on Twitch at twitch.tv/5fingershuffle. Alright. So Magic Girl's dead. Is that the first one or the second one? That's the first one. Alright. So occasionally we can actually lose one fight if things go really wrong and Stella ends up dying. It doesn't happen very often, but you can see she got a little bit low health there. But really she only ends up dying if she gets strip stunned and the Violet gets strip stunned at the same time. So it takes some pretty bad RNG for both to happen, since the Violet has really, really high resistance. So this is the offense I use on every team, on every defense in the game. We auto every single defense we come across, whether they're rank 1 or rank 100, it doesn't matter. That's kind of why we're going to save Jinx, because I'm going to say Jinx probably has the strongest defense in the game. Let's go for somebody easier first. And we'll do our very last one, we'll do Jinx. Jinx routinely finishes rank 1, for those of you who didn't know, in Arena Rush. If he wants to finish rank 1, he usually does. He is a part of the Epic Gaming community, so thankfully I don't have to worry too much about him during Arena Rush Hour. So same thing as always, just attack the Violet. The reason I attack the Violet is because A, she's one of the 2 units that have a cleanse. So the Violet and the Magic Girl both having cleanses, if you try and attack someone else and you're trying to stun them, in order for Stella to get her skill off, you're probably not going to get them stunned and get the timing right. So just take out the Stella first. Eventually you'll end up ignoring defense. She'll explode, and you can move on to the next one. So that was an easy one. on to the next one. But yeah, so that's why we attack the violet first, is it just makes things easier. Whoops, wrong one. So something like this is going to be harder. Again, this is essentially the same as the water AA defense. It does sort of counter the Stella. Sort of counter the Stella meta or Gamma meta, depending on who you are and what team you're running. Again, as a replacement, if you don't happen to have Stella, you can use Gamma, the light Astromancer as well. That being said, with the meta changing, you may want to wait. You may not want to build this team. So this video might be a little late with the metas changing as much as it's most likely going to after this patch. We really don't know what the patch notes are going to be yet. They are supposed to be released sometime this week. We don't know when yet, but hopefully soon. So this one was a little scarier. It didn't give us any troubles. We timed everything properly, but it is a little scarier just because of that Archangel. Alright, what are we up to now? Alright, we got 3 left. So we'll do the next 2 on the list, and then we'll finish with Jinx, and I'll show you the gear. And then we got to jump on to stream. Just a reminder, the stream, so for this defense, way different. He's going super YOLO. So what we want to do here is bring immunity. So if you are attacking these defenses and you're struggling against them, you need immunity. That's why this team that I'm using is nice, because it already has immunity. You don't have to worry about it. And then just focus the Blade Master, get her out of the way. She is locked on to my Greater Demon there. But didn't matter. You can see when she disappears, you're never really sure if she's dead. You're like, did she just disappear into her skill, or is she actually dead? It's hard to tell. I know Jubagel said this in a couple of his videos, that he wanted the R bar on the left, where it says all of our units. We wish that on the right they had the same thing for the enemy team, so you could A, click on them if you can't find them, and B, you could see if they're dead. That would be a really nice feature, if just so we knew whether the person was dead or not. Maybe they'll put something like that in the game in the next update. We really have no idea. Alright, who's next? Alright, Jit. I'm sorry, buddy. Jit, if you don't know, is a streamer as well. He comes onto our stream all the time. He streams late at night. He streams after us, so you can go check him out on Twitch as well. If you're over in Europe, maybe he's in your time zone a little more. I know a lot of people over in Europe tend to say that I start streaming too late, because I'm streaming from Eastern Standard Time. Our Greater Demon has immunity, but is not moving. Why are you not using any of your skills? There we go. Frustrating when that happens. You're like, I could have lost this match because you weren't doing your job. It basically cost us the first 30 seconds of this match, which against hard defenses like this can be the difference. Thankfully he's working now. We're running out of time. We might lose the first half of this. No. Never mind. Well, maybe? Oh no, we got it in with 1 second to spare. So that basically took us 29 seconds after the Greater Demon started doing his job. Now that he's working, we'll get a better representation of what this defense is really doing to us. There we go. So that's probably what should have happened the first time, is we blew up those 2 units pretty quickly. but we just got, I don't know. Sometimes the Greater Demon gets bugged and he just stops working. You just have to kind of click him around a little bit, and eventually he'll start moving again. Alright, so that's Jit. And finally, we're going to jump into Jinx's defense. At least now the pressure's off. We have beat him during this winning streak, but, you know, it's always a little scary. He does have the double Magic Girl Violet, which can be really annoying, right up there with the... it's actually probably harder than the Archangel one sometimes. But hopefully we don't have too much of an issue. The nice thing is, I think the last time I lost to him was before either of these win streaks. And the reason was that I didn't have Violet. Because I didn't have Mortal Wounds to kind of stop the bleeding. It's like every single time I got one stunned, one of the other ones would heal. Alright, we're actually going to pull this girl in, because we blew up that Greater Demon really quickly. So let's bring her into the fray. And that way at least we can get two of them stunned at the same time. That should make it easier. Alright, so we're locked on to Violet, just sort of waiting for her to die. You can see why this defense is so tricky, because all three of them cleanse and heal. So it's just non-stop cleansing and healing. And you just gotta wait until the stuns happen, otherwise you don't get it. So we're gonna lose the first half of this, it looks like, unless we get really lucky at the end here. Damn it, Jinx. Why you gotta give me trouble all the time? Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so Greater Demon exploded right away again. Luckily, everybody's in a line this time, so this one should be a quick one. As long as we can get a stun in there. No? The nice thing about that pull skill, both from the Greater Demon and from the Astromancer, is that it groups everybody together like that. And because of the anti-death mechanic from the Magic Girls, man, that freaking Violet is still alive. Die! Die, Violet, die! Because of that anti-death mechanic, if you kill two people at once, even despite the anti-death mechanic, only one of them will live, because it only works on one unit. Alright. So same thing here, except the Greater Demon didn't die this time, but actually it's probably good. We'll have to see what happens. Okay, there we go. So we still got the win. It was a little scary. We lost the first one, but we won all 10 of our matches, including a lot of the people in the top 10 as well. You can see we don't skip anybody. We just go through our list over and over and over again, and that's how we got to 100 wins in a row, and all on auto as well. So let me show you the gear, and we'll wrap this thing up. So you can see we're up to a 106 game win streak now, just coasting through this, and we're up to rank 10. I missed a bunch of my defenses, like revenges. I haven't done my arena in almost 24 hours. So can you see we just attack everybody. Here is the gear on them. If you haven't seen my gear already, if you want to see gear on somebody else, I just put out a gear video yesterday. You can check that out where I talk about the gear on my top 30 units. So here's Ballarat's stats. Got 103.5k HP with 98 accuracy to make sure he lands that strip, as well as 61 resistance. I wish the res was a little higher, but I wanted to make sure we landed that strip. He is on Adept Precise. Next is Violet. Violet is on Dazzling Warding. She has 67k HP with 1100 defense and 81 res. Also that 35 accuracy. Probably could be a little higher. It would probably help me out. But I was trying to get that res higher as a priority. And then Camille. Camille has 41.5k HP with 3000 defense and 84 res, as well as the 27 accuracy for the defense break. We don't really need the defense break, but it's nice to have. The defense break is just nice when we don't ignore defense. And then finally, the star of the show is Stella. Stella actually has a nice amount of HP. So she has 34k HP. She has 94 crit rate, 132 crit damage, as well as, what is that, 2300 attack, and 56 accuracy because she has that pull skill where it groups everybody together, and she has the strip as well. And she is on Adept Precise. Adept so that she can spam this skill over and over within the same match, because it does have a 19-second cooldown. But with Adept and with the Greater Demon synergy trait, she can spam it relatively often, and that's why things die so quickly. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. It ended up being a little bit longer video than I had hoped, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gives you some ideas for your arena offense, and we will see you next time. Have a good one, and don't forget to come join us on Twitch at twitch.tv/5fingershuffle. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.